Yes, good morning, you lovely people. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Blatant Red TV. It's your boy Mike's, and this is the next day wrap-up show. Listen, I'm in the van. I'm not working today. It's still obviously technically the festive period. I'm not technically back to work until Thursday. I'm in the van. I got a cup of tea. It's cold as hell. Listen, but I had to bring you guys the wrap-up, man. So let me just take a sip of my tea. And yeah, man, let's get into it, people. First of all, I'd like to thank Callum from Coppish. I did see the fan cam that you put up, obviously, yesterday. Bro, that was surreal for me, man. Do you know what it is? Because I want to big up all the subscribers that came over and subscribed to the channel from that particular video on Coppish. Like, just being on the channel, and when I saw the link go up, obviously Callum told me he was going to pull it up obviously in the afternoon, but when I saw the actual link go up and I saw my face like not tired with it, because I don't want to say like, you know, I'm doing work, or I don't, you know what I'm trying to say, like we haven't got no partnership going on, me and the Coppish team, but it was just because I've watched these guys for so many years, and then to see my face like on the channel, even if it's just 2 minutes, even the fact that's the way Callum, like, you know, put my obviously page on my YouTube channel on the screen as well, like, just, bro, I can't thank Callum enough, bro, man. I can't thank him enough, man. You don't understand, because he didn't have to do that for man. You know what I mean? And he did that. So I appreciate all the subscribers that came, all the people that messaged me saying, big up, I saw you on Coppish, and I thought, let me come over and subscribe. Listen, there's one name that I saw come up on my phone. John Conway. Do you know what I mean? There's not a time that I don't watch Coppish, that I don't see your name come. So when I saw his name, I was like, yo, it's a fish. I got legendary John Conway, you know? Yeah, big up for you. Big up you from Ireland, John. Big up, big up. But big up everyone else that obviously came into the channel, subscribed, and sent me a few messages. Like, it's greatly appreciated. It's only going to give me motivation to, well, that's what that little segment of me being on Coppish has done, is basically just giving me that motivation to say, you know what, 2025 is going to be my year, and I'm trying to, you know, get Blatant Red TV as big as possible. And, you know, like I said to Callum told me in the future I'll try and do some work alongside people like the Coppish man then, because it's all about networking, people, innit? You know what I mean? Sometimes you can't get places in life without networking with the right people to help you get to certain places where you need to get to. So yeah, that's my thank you and big up to everyone who subscribed yesterday. Literally, you guys took me from 56 subscribers up to 83. So I gained like 30 subscribers. So bro, I am truly grateful for that, man. Thank you very much for that. So yeah, the thank yous are out the way, people. Let's get into the real stuff now. Let's get into the football, you know? Yeah, bro. Obviously, you know me. Obviously, if you obviously watched my content before, you know I like to bring notes, innit? Because I'm new to this whole thing, innit? I was saying to obviously Callum when I met him that I've had to like watch Liverpool in a different way. Like, even down to like doing my match reactions, like it's hard for me to remember everything, innit? But obviously this is the wrap up, so we're obviously talking about Liverpool, but obviously we also talk about the other teams, innit? Like rival teams that's in and around us. Not anyone. Let's usually I usually talk about the teams that's within like the top 6 in the table. So yeah, people, man, let's get into it. First place to start, we got to start with Liverpool. I watched the game obviously that day. Obviously, well, if you lot watched my match reaction, you would know that obviously I didn't watch the game until probably like the 25th minute. So I had to kind of wait till match of the day to come on and things like that, just so I can like analyze the game. And obviously I don't think I've done enough justice. Like, we dominated the game against obviously West Ham, definitely 100% from beginning to end. Like, maybe in the beginning stages, I know they had a chance with Paqueta, because that's a chance that I didn't see. And then I know that we went up the other end and Gakpo played a lovely pass that split the whole, I don't know how it reached Salah, but it reached Salah, and, you know, he tried to obviously pull it into the goal, but Aurelio made a good save, do you know what I mean? So I didn't see all that beginning part. But literally after that, it was just straight dominance from Liverpool. Like, literally, like, it was like a training session for Liverpool. Like, the more and more I watch it, like, West Ham, they're definitely not playing for that manager there, man. You could just see, like, they're not running around. The only man that kind of come out that game with his head held high was Kudos. And Liverpool, bro, I don't know what these men are doing. These men need to be trying to, like, see if he's available in January. Cause we need to take him out of that team there, bruv. Like, he deserves to be in a way better team than he's playing in at the minute. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, let's go back to the game. Obviously, 5 different goal scorers. Like, bro, it's just crazy how, bro, we just look so dominant, man. It's like the goals are just flying in. Like, you take one man out the team, someone else comes in, the goals still happen. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like Salah could have had, I don't even know how much goals Salah could have had in that game. Like, when I look back at it, Salah could have had like probably about 5-6 goals. And that's the thing, like, he's clinical, but sometimes he does, like, you know, waste a lot of chances, like, do you know what I mean? That's one thing, like, how can I sit and say that's one thing I want him to do when these times the man's got, he's like, what, the 4th highest Liverpool goal scorer now? It's crazy, like, the amount of assists he's got, but Salah could have so much more goals if he could just be a bit more clinical, do you know what I mean? Like, some of them chances he missed in that West Ham game, you're looking at it on paper, you're thinking, bro, he could have scored a couple of them, bro. But it's just like, I don't know, man. You score some, you know, you miss some, innit? I guess that's just the way the landscape goes sometimes, man. But yeah, man, for Liverpool, it's just, bro. And this is the thing, people. I don't want to. I understand that, like, we're 7 points clear and, well, 8 points clear now, technically, you know what I mean? And, you know, back 9 clear of Arsenal. But Arsenal obviously play tomorrow, so they can obviously bring that back down to 6. But for me, people, I'm still remaining humble. I don't want to start getting into this whole, like, yeah, we're going to win the league. Like, right now, I say we've got one hand on the trophy, but there's still a long way to go. There's still some difficult games to play. Like I said in the match reaction, January, you know, all right, we got United Sunday coming up, and United, they're dead anyway. So I'm not worried about United because I feel that we're going to be too much for them at Anfield. You know what I mean? So I feel that's going to be another thrashing for United. It's Nottingham Forest, bro. Brentford away that I saw that we got in January, they're back-to-back games, people. Brentford away and Nottingham Forest away. Bro, are you seeing what Nottingham Forest are doing? We're going to get into Nottingham Forest, but I'm worried, bro. I'm worried, people, because for me, I know that it's not happened yet, but that game is going to be tough. Under the lights at Nottingham Forest ground. 8 p.m. God knows what the weather's going to be like. If it's one of those, like, mad weathers, bro, ooh. But yeah, people, man, I'm not going to start preaching Liverpool winning the league until probably, like, I got to see how January goes. If we get to the end of January and we're still in a good position and we might have possibly opened up the gap a bit more, then I'm going to say it now officially. If we're still top of the table and we've got like an 8-point gap by the end of January, then I'll start saying we're going to win the league, bro. I'm going to start saying it. I'm going to start saying we're going to win the league. Because so far this season, I haven't seen, apart from the early parts of the season, ever since we've gone top and we started to open up, I haven't seen another team come close to us. Like, at first Chelsea, yeah, I thought Chelsea could be a threat, but they lost yesterday, and they've kind of, like, ever since they kind of got to second place, their form's kind of dipped. But I'm looking around the table, and I'm looking at the other teams, and I don't see no one playing the half of the football we're playing. I know that lately we've kind of, like, started to, like, conceding goals, apart from West Ham, where we obviously kept a clean sheet. But I just don't see no one coming close to us, like, even challenging us for this league at the minute. So, and it's playing the football that we're playing. So right now, I'm still going to remain humble, but we're in a good position, bro. We are in a good position. And, you know, we're getting back our players, like Jota coming off. So he's coming off the bench, and then scoring a goal similar like to what he did against was it Leicester? I think he came off the bench against Leicester, innit? No, it wasn't Leicester. I'm trying to think what game it was, man. I don't know if it was Newcastle. No, it wasn't Newcastle. Was it Spurs? I think it was Spurs, you know, that he came off the bench and he scored against Tottenham. I think it was Spurs. But that's what I'm saying. We're starting to get back some of our players, bro. Like, as long as we keep our players fit, anything is possible for Liverpool, man, this season, man. Definitely. Definitely. But, yeah, we won the game. 8 points clear. Now we got a week break until United on Sunday. And yeah, people, man, just onwards and upwards for Liverpool, man. That's all I'm going to say. Onwards and upwards for Liverpool. So yeah, people, man, that was Liverpool. Let's get into Nottingham Forest, bro, because Nottingham Forest is doing madness. Like, did you see Chris Wood's goal? Like, the foot, Gibbs White with the pass, and then Alanga with the header back, then, you know, my man back to him, and then Chris Wood with the, lobbed Pickford, bro. Like, bro, they went to Everton, a place that obviously recently with these last couple of games, Everton have kind of like made it difficult for teams. But Chelsea went there and struggled, but obviously the weather was a bit, But Nottingham Forest, they're a problem right now, people, man. They are. They're playing with confidence. Nuno Espirito has got their man. I don't know what he's done because people was criticising this guy like when he was at Spurs. But I always knew my man was a good manager because this guy brought Wolves up from the Championship. And I think that they won the Championship by like a good margin, you know what I mean? So he's not a bad manager. I just feel that he's got to fit the right team. And I feel like right now he's definitely in the right team because Steve Cooper was there. Steve Cooper was doing a good job for them up until a certain point. Then he got sacked. Then my man's coming in. It's like Nuno's coming in. It's like he's elevated them. He's elevated players like Gibbs White, Alanga, Hudson-Odoi. Like, look what they did when they come to Anfield, bro, at the beginning of the season. Like, we all thought that we was going to win that game, but he came there with a plan, brought on Alanga and Hudson-Odoi towards the end. He just shut up shop, made them tight, made them hard to break down. Then the second half, brought on a couple of attacking players. The next, it just changed the game and then they beat us 1-0. So, and this is another reason why I'm saying, people, we have to beat Nottingham Forest. They've already taken 3 points off us, but we can't allow them, man, to take 6 points off us this season, bro. I know the game's not here yet, but it's imperative, people, that we get revenge. Because these men don't look like they're going to be... Like, the more these men win games, the more they keep looking at the table and seeing the man second or third in the table, wherever they are right now in the table, it's going to breed confidence. It's going to make them man feel that they can beat and take on anyone. The best. They might probably feel like they could play Real Madrid right now, Barcelona, and get a result. That's how confidence Nottingham Forest are playing right now. But like I said, people, man, you gotta give credit and respect where respect and credit is due, man. Nuno Espirito is doing a great job, and we have to be fearful of Nottingham Forest, bro. It's mad to even say that. Nottingham Forest. But we have to, people. We have to take our hats off and give credit to Nottingham Forest. They're making City look dead. Do you know what I mean? Bro, if you think about it right now, they're the most informed team in the league right now. They've had 5 wins in a row. We haven't. We've only had 4 wins in a row, 2 draws in our last 6 games or whatever it is. Nottingham Forest are the informed team. Then it's us, then it's Newcastle. So we have to give respect where respect is due, and big up to Nuno Espirito and Nottingham Forest. And we'll see you, I think it's January the 18th we're playing. And we'll see you on January the 18th, bro. We'll see you on January the 18th when I guarantee we're taking 3 points off of you. You get me? But yeah, people, that was Nottingham Forest. Let's get on to Chelsea now, bruv. Chelsea. What is going on for them, man, there, bro? Them man got moved up by Ipswich yesterday. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Moved up. Like, was it a penalty for Rory Delap? Is it Rory? No, not Rory Delap. I'm thinking about his dad, Liam. Was it a penalty? I don't think it was a penalty, to be honest. It was kind of soft. Because, like, he's obviously knocked it past the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper did touch him, obviously, but it wasn't enough for him to go down like the way he did, innit? But they got the penalty. He packed it. 1-0. I don't even know who scored their second goal. But I'm just looking at it like, Chelsea, what's that? A draw against Everton, then they lost obviously yesterday. Yeah, man, it's kind of making sense why Maresca came out and said, yeah, he don't feel that these men are ready for a title challenge. Because if Palmer don't perform, then where does the goals come from? And the goals are slightly dried up for Chelsea a bit as well. Like, Jackson ain't scoring goals. Like, what's going on for Nkunku and João Felix? Like these men have got a whole host of talent. How come these men didn't come on, like, and you know, or was it just Ipswich was just too powerful? What I saw, though, Ipswich looked like they was on Chelsea. Definitely, like, they was on them for most of the game. So, yeah, man. Chelsea, I was worried about them at one stage, but now it's like, yeah, my fears have gone. I don't need to care about them no more because them man seem to be just falling off. But it's still early in the season, isn't it? We're not early in the season. We're only at the halfway point. And who's to say Chelsea might go on next year and put together some mad run and next, they're back in title contention. So, yeah, man, I just call it like, boy, these men might have been eating too much turkey. It's the festive period. It's that, innit? Everyone's, I don't know, form or whatever's up and down and whatnot. But Chelsea, as long as them man there just keep losing, I'm happy with that because I don't want them man anywhere near us in the table. And the further they stay back, the better, you know what I mean? So, yeah, let's get on to Arsenal. Arsenal 1-0 win against the same team that beat Chelsea yesterday. Obviously, Arsenal missing Saka. Obviously, that's a big blow for them. I'm not going to lie. It is a big blow for them, man. Because a lot of their goals and some of, like, their assists do come from Saka and Odegaard. Well, they got Odegaard anyway, but that is a big loss for them. And I heard he's out until about February. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But does this mean that Arsenal's going to go into the January window and try and buy some? Because if you want to be honest, people, man, they need like a goal scorer. That's what Arsenal are lacking. Because I wrote a comment on one of them, the AFTV pages, saying that you can't rely on Havertz, bro. Havertz ain't going to get you 20 goals a season. And now your star boys out Saka, you've lost goals from the right wing. Martinelli's not really chipping in with goals this season for you lot. And Jesus, yeah, he scored a couple hat-tricks, but he's coming in out of the cold. And look, he's not even doing it in games that he should be doing it in, you know? But like I said, they could have scored more than one goal, Arsenal, because they had the future. I saw the block from that Declan Rice had where the corner, and he's volleyed it and it got blocked. Then I saw a chance from Odegaard when I think he put over the bar. But even when I was watching the game, man, I was just like, Arsenal's football ain't that great, bro, man. Unless they're scoring goals from set pieces in the air. Their set piece goals this season is a madness. Like, I remember the chance that Gabriel had in the game. Like, how did he miss that? You know what I'm trying to say? Like he was wide up. But you know what? I got to give credit to the way they obviously do their set plays and that, because it's like every corner they put in, someone gets on the end of it and it could possibly lead to a goal. And then I see the banner. I think, yeah, when we played, Liverpool played, what team did we play? Was it Leicester? Yeah, I think it was Leicester. We kind of like was adopting Arsenal's set-piece tactics, like, you know what I'm saying? But this is football, man. I heard people was bantering us, but it's the same way when Pep started playing out from the back. Everyone started playing out from the back. When Pep, turned his goalkeeper into a sweeper keeper, everyone started doing the same thing. Everyone was looking for sweeper keepers. So this is how it is for you, right? You're gonna bite something that you see is working for other teams, innit? You know what I'm trying to say? But when we was doing it, it just wasn't coming off, to be honest, people, man. It was a bit of a joke. But yeah, back to Arsenal. It's like they needed that win, and that's the pressure that they're on Arsenal. Like, they have to win, because if they drop one more point or lose a game, then yeah, bro, them fans are gonna turn. And then just, because they're already just, pissed off as it is already that they're not in the position that we're in, because they feel like, let's be honest, they should be where we are in the league right now, because they came close last season and everyone was talking this season, yeah, Arsenal's going to win the league, da-da-da-da-da. So, yeah, you can see the frustration, you can hear, you can understand the frustration in it, but when I look at them, like I said, their football ain't great. They're not playing near enough the football that we're playing. And I'm so looking forward to when they come to Anfield next season as well. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, sorry, not next season, next year. Because, yeah, man, we just need to kind of like shut these men up as well, because these Arsenal men have been doing a lot of talking, man. A lot of like watching us and chatting about Liverpool and all that. Just focus on your own team, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? Just focus on your own team. But yeah, as long as you, man, just stay 6 points behind us, possibly 9, if because they got to go away to Brentford on New Year's Day, and that's going to be a tough game, bro. Don't get it twisted. If they come out of that with about 3 points and they let it go to 8 or 9 points, then it's looking peak for Arsenal. So come on, Brentford. Come on, Thomas Frank. Yo, help us out, help us out. So yeah, that was Arsenal, people. Let's move on to Man City. Man City finally get a win. Finally. What was that like? They was on some mad streak. Was it 1 win in 13? And it's mad to, like I said, it's mad to say that for a team of Man City's credentials that they only had 1 win in 13 games. But they finally got the win. They finally broke that duck. Haaland, and it was Savinho. He got a goal. Savinho's goal was good though, I'm not going to lie. It was a good goal. And you could just see the relief like on Haaland's face, because he ain't scored in a couple games. Even on Pep's face at the end of his, for his post-match comment. You can see the relief, man. But when I look at the table and I'm seeing, bro, these men are 14 points behind Liverpool. I'm like, brother, them man ain't in no title race at all, bro. They're going to need a lot of stuff to go their way. They're going to need Liverpool to lose that 5 games in a row before they're even in the talk of a title. Like, that's a mad gap to have on City, in December going into January. 14-point gap. But, this is City, bro. Like, you see they're starting to start Kevin De Bruyne from the start now, and who knows what type of run they can go on next year, man, because this team is capable of going on a mad run. Do you know what I mean? But one thing I want to know, though, is what's going on for Ederson? Like, is he injured or has he like been dropped completely? Because I remember there was that game that they played. I don't know if it was it. I think it was the Man United game. After the Man United game, we ain't seen him. Or was there another game where Ederson was playing? What game was it where Pep basically, his face was all scratched up after the post-match interview? I don't know who they played that day, but ever since that day, it's been Ortega in goal. Like, there's been no Ederson. I've seen him sitting on the bench, but it's like them man must have had a punch up at halftime in the dressing room or after the game or something, because it's just weird that Ederson's your number one keeper. He's the keeper that you lot have won stuff under, like titles and Champions Leagues, whatever. But yet, he's nowhere near the first team at the minute. Like, I don't know. It seems strange to me, people, man. It seems strange. But they're still 14 points behind us, and long may that continue. Hopefully that stretches to 20. I don't want City anywhere near us. You know what I'm trying to say? So let them stay where they are in 7th, 6th, wherever they are in the table. And yeah, that's where you lot belong this season, and stay there, innit? Yeah. All right, cool. Peace. So yeah, let's move off City. Let's get on to United. Well, not technically United, because United are dead. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, Ruben Amorim, he looks like, why the fuck did I come to this club, bro? Why did I leave a club that was good to me? I had it good in Portugal. Like, yeah, the league probably ain't as exciting as the Premier League, but I've left that to come and do this shit. But then when you think about Sporting now, ever since he's left, Sporting have fell off as well, man. So it's a bit of a mad one, but yeah, man. United, dead in the water. Newcastle bossed the game. I watched most of the game. Newcastle was on them, like, for the whole game. Like the amount of space, like, this formation that they're playing, Man United, it's like the players don't know what to do in it. You're seeing Isak scoring 3 headers. Martinez, what happened to this player that was meant to be the guy when he first signed for the club, for Man United under Ten Hag? Bro, he's been shocking. You know what I'm saying? Shocking. But, sorry, there's just people walking about right now looking at me thinking, who am I talking to in the car and that? I'm creating content, yeah? I'm creating content. But yeah, Yeah, Ruben was saying United. Yeah, bro, they're shocking, man. I don't even want to spend too much time talking about United. I just want them to come Anfield on Sunday next week, hold another beating, and then just, yeah, dig a bigger grave for them, man, there, because I'm loving it, man. I'm loving this. United just falling off. I'm loving seeing these other United fan content creators just stressing. Bruv, it's a joy. Because like I said, if you're coming from an era where I'm coming from, all we saw was United dominance. You know what I'm trying to say? That's all we saw. So I'm happy that these men ain't even in any type of talk about, you know, title credentials, top four. Man United are where they belong, and that's the bottom half of the table and 15th. You know, and long may they stay there. But Newcastle, they're doing a good job, man. Like, they're a threat, man. I'm not gonna lie. You know, we ain't got to go to St. James's Park this season. They got to come to us next year for Anfield. But yeah, man, Newcastle, they're like the third most informed team. I think Eddie Howe's got like 4 wins in the spin right now for them, man. Isak's just looking, he's just looking quality, man. Quality. Even down to who else in their team? Grimaresh looking like a real captain. You know what? Man's doing a block in the game. I think he done a block where the ball went out for a throw, and this guy's celebrating hard. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? You can see the camaraderie in that team, man. You know what I mean? They are a threat, man. But that's Arsenal's problem in the Carabao Cup next week. You know what I mean? Like, I don't feel. I think that's a tricky time for Arsenal. I think that Newcastle might beat them over the 2 legs, to be honest, you know. Because if Arsenal don't get a win, this is not meaning going back on Arsenal, but I'm touching on Newcastle right now. But I'm saying if Arsenal don't get a result at the Emirates in the first leg, to go to St. James's Park under the lights in the second leg trying to get a result, that's a bit peak, people. That's a bit peak. So I'm kind of happy that we've got Tottenham. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Because Tottenham, you saw the football they play. You saw what we did to them, 6-3. I think we're going to muller them over that 2 legs. So that's all the games, people. That's all the rivals. I've touched on the most of what I need to touch on for the wrap-up today. Next I want to touch on is just literally like a tribute to Slot and the players for what they have achieved in 2024. Slot especially. Because like I said, people, I'm not going to lie, when, you know, we all was there when we all felt the hurt. We all felt that punch to the face when Klopp said that he was leaving. I think it's like January, like a year ago today. Well, not today, a year ago coming up soon, basically, when Klopp said what he said. But it's like, I remember people, we was all sitting here. We wanted Alonso to come in. Alonso said no, he's going to stay at Bayer Leverkusen. Then we was thinking, all right, cool, Alonso don't want to come. Let's get Amarin. We was always excited for Amarin. Amarin, obviously, there might have been talks. I'm not too sure what happened, but I don't know what happened there. In the end, we just turned our attention to Slot. I was like deflated when I was thinking, who the hell is Slot, bro? Like, I didn't know nothing about this guy. Like, at least like Ruben Amorim, you kind of understand who he is a bit because of his sporting side, but I didn't know nothing about Slot. I was a bit deflated. I'm not going to lie. But to see where we are now, under this manager, to see how he's, you know, he's you know, players that was in our team under Klopp that didn't have a home now have a home, like Gravenberch, Gakpo. Who else? Those are the only 2 really. Like Simicast. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Curtis Jones. You know, like, there's players that he's given a home in the team now where they know exactly their jobs, what to do. You know, you can see the confidence that some of these players have got now because of the fact that there's no more playing. What's that saying that they say? Square pegs in round circles. And that's what I felt Klopp did a lot under his tenure. Towards the end, like when he brought Gakpo and he was playing Gakpo as an 8, or he'll play Gakpo as a centre forward. You know, Gravenberch didn't know where he was playing under Slot. Simicast didn't even get a breather because it was always Robbo playing. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? It's bro. The man has transformed Liverpool. He stopped the whole rock and roll football. He's just tweaked it like, you know, we're not going to be darting around doing a madness. We're going to play control, measured football. A lot more passing at the back. A lot more passing through the middle and the lines. Like, yeah, we hit long balls certain times. Like, he's basically made us like adaptive to all situations, like, you know what I'm trying to say? The man has one loss in 2024, people. I heard it's like 24 wins with Feyenoord, or was it 27 wins with Feyenoord and 24 with Liverpool? So 51 wins, couple draws and one loss, bro. Like, the man is a G right now. He's I can't even get my words out, people, right now. Yo, even down to the song, bro, the way the fans are, yo, they're singing the Arna slot now after every game's like, bro, he's changed all our thoughts about him. He's made all of us kind of like dream again, bro. Like, what is possible this season? Because we're top of the Champions League. We're in the semis of the Carabao Cup. The FA Cup starting. We got a favourable home tie against Accrington Stanley. Bro, we're in 4 competitions right now, people. And he's got us believing the what ifs right now. What if we actually win 4 trophies this season? What if we win a Prem and a Champions League in his first season, bruv? Like, bro, it's crazy, man, what this man's doing, man. So, like I just said, I just want to big up Slot and big up the players for what you lot have achieved these first 18 games of the season. And I'm looking forward to 2025 and what could possibly be with this team. Because I'm telling you now, people, if we win the league, that's if. Like I said, I'm remaining humble, but if we win the league, I'm going up there to celebrate with the man them. Yeah, I'm letting you know now, innit? Just going up there to celebrate with the man them. But that's all I want to say to Slot and the players. Big up. We love you. And keep doing what you're doing, bro. Keep making us as the fans happy. Keep making us as the fans dream and believe that we can achieve what they told us at the beginning of the season would be the impossible. You know what I'm trying to say? I want to touch on contracts because we still don't know what's going on. I know everyone, you know, is coming out after the West Ham game. What did Trent mean when he did all that? You know, was that him saying it's all talk and, you know, don't believe what you hear and all that jazz? And people, we don't know, innit? Because like I said, I had this whole contract situation. I've spoken about him in my previous videos that he hasn't really come out like Salah and Virgil's come out and said that they want to stay. Trent's kind of just kept it on a hush-hush, you know what I mean? And he's in that age, different from Salah and Virgil, where he's 26 years old. He's won everything at Liverpool. And he could possibly be thinking like, yo, I want to try and achieve something different, you know what I mean? He might not want to be a Gerrard and stay at one club his whole season, so his whole career, even though he's from the city and he's a Scouser born and bred. But I'm not going to sit here, as much as it will hurt me if Trent leaves, because you don't want to see one of your own leave, innit? But we have to sit here as fans and realise that it's his life. You know, it's his life. We're obviously going to have that emotional attachment to him. But we can't sit here and be like dissing him and calling him Judas and all these things because he hasn't come out and officially said he wants to stay at Liverpool. We have to just be grateful and support him while he's still here, in a sense, innit? Do you know what I mean? And if he does eventually leave him, we send him on his way with a thank you. You know what I'm trying to say? Thank you for what you've done. You know what I'm trying to say? For the club. That's all we can do, people, man. We like all this, like, because I understand it's like we can all sit and say, how did we get to this position? We know how we got to this position. We had no structure at the back of the club. I get Klopp was there, but Klopp was leaving. Klopp probably just thought, you know what, this is not my... He probably could have sorted out the contracts, don't get me wrong, but he might have probably thought, it's not my problem no more, you know what I'm trying to say? We don't know what Klopp was told by the hierarchies, but I obviously said in one of my other videos, and I only said it because I heard from McManaman, not that I heard from him personally, but I remember in one of our Champions League games, he kind of just pointed it out that maybe there was no one in charge to handle contracts. That's why this situation came to what it came to. you know what I'm trying to say? And I understand, you know, what happened to 2 years ago. We could have done it 2 years ago, but we don't know, bro. It's not as long as sitting there trying to figure out who, blame this person, blame that person. All right, if we can put one blame on people, yes, the club, because it's the hierarchies that are in charge of the contract situations and things like this. But as for us basically being angry at the players, it's not the players' faults, bro. Because them man probably come and, you know, their agents are probably letting the club know that they want to stay and whatnot. But if the club is not doing what they're supposed to do as professionals, as supposed like leaders of the club and whatnot, then that's on them, bro. It's not on the players, innit? So we shouldn't really be getting at any of our players and dissing them and whatnot. Because as fans, we should only be supporting. Because how can we, you know, diss players for what we don't know, in a sense? Because we're just going off hearsay. We all haven't actually got a source that's directly coming to us and telling us. We're listening to Transfer Room, we're listening to Fabrizio Romano, we're listening to Dave Ornstein, and sometimes these journalists get things wrong, people. Not everything these men put out and is the truth. Or just look at when David Ornstein said that the club was meant to be up for sale. In the end, the man said the club wasn't up for sale. So it's that, people, man. Like, all we can do is just sit back and wait and then just keep our fingers crossed that one day we all wake up to the news that all three of these players are signed up and we could just all breathe a sigh of relief and get back to our daily lives, man, and not have to keep stressing about this contract talk. You know what I'm trying to say? Transfer window is around the corner, people. This is my first transfer window on my channel. I'll be honest with you, people. I know players, but I don't really know players like that. Like, I'm going to try and bring some, obviously, transfer talk and players that we could possibly sign. Who do you think we should sign? Who do you want to sign? All that type of stuff. But just give me a chance, people, because I need to kind of like research and figure things out. I'm probably going to have to go to my son because he's 17 and he's obviously a FIFA player. He knows a lot more players than I do. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So I'm probably going to have to sit down and ask him, who's a player that, you think Liverpool should sign and things like that. So, yeah, be patient with me, people. But, yeah, the transfer window is around the corner. And you can let me know in the comments now, who do you think we should sign? Who do you want Liverpool to sign? And help me out with players, innit, that you may know that I don't know, innit? So, yeah, that would be a great help. But, yeah, people, man, obviously it's coming to the end of the wrap-up. I just want to end it by saying, again, thank you for all of you lot that came in and subscribed to the channel. Like I said, I've only been on this YouTube journey for 5 months. I was tired of sitting down, watching Liverpool from my armchair and, watching other content creators like the Coppish Man them and a few other people that I watch. I got tired of sitting there watching these man. I'm tired of watching I enjoy watching these man, but I was more looking at these man thinking, if these men can do it, why can't I do it? Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, why can't I do it? It's not hard to pick up a camera. And I hear some people are like camera shy and things like that. Even me in the beginning I was, but it's just about trying new things, people. And that's what I decided to do towards the end of 2024. And now I've done this and I'm 5 months in. 2025, I'm looking forward to what the possibilities could be for myself and Blatant Red TV and where this channel can possibly go and how big we can grow a community where we come together and we talk about the team we love. And also other stuff, do you know what I'm trying to say? It doesn't always have to be Liverpool. We can obviously talk about, life, because outside of football, there is real life, innit? We all got to go to work. We all got to pay bills. We all got to do what we got to do, innit? So it's just that, innit? I'm looking forward to the possibilities of next year. And I'm looking forward to you lot coming on this journey with me. Last wrap-up of 2024. And I'll see you guys next year for the preview, which is coming out on Saturday, the day before our big game at home to our bitter rivals, Manchester United. But until then, people, it's Blatant Red TV. It's your boy, Max. And I'm out. Peace.